Greetings. I am Aressa, your virtual assistant. We'll be taking a trip through time to see how RS has helped engineers invent, build, and maintain the technology we use to run our world. Let's get acquainted with the surroundings and controls. I'm sure you've already realized this, but you can look around in any direction. You can also see your virtual hands and use them to interact with some of the objects we'll encounter on our remarkable adventure. Some of the objects might need fixing. Try putting them together. This is the garage, where RS components first began. Please take a look around. The business was originally called Radio Spares, and supplied repair parts to radio shops across London. It has evolved into the world's leading high-service distributor for engineers. In 1937, Radio Spares was founded by J.H. Waring and P.M. Sebastian. Radio sets were hugely popular products in the 1930s. The business supplied the burgeoning radio industry with spare parts, and was the first to offer next-day delivery of its own branded components. In 1945, Radio Spares moved to a shop in Fitzroy Street in London, and in 1947, the first export link was established with Radionics in Dublin, Ireland. The 1950s was the age of television. Throughout this decade, Radio Spares expands its operations to supply all sectors of industry, and begin selling some of the earliest electronic components. As they moved into this new era of industry and television, the range of parts RS stocked expanded dramatically, with their promise of a replacement for every job. I hope I don't get replaced. In 1965, Radio Spares records 50% of sales from industrial customers, and in 1967 is listed on the London Stock Exchange as Electro Components plc. We are now in the 1970s. In 1971, Radio Spares rebranded as RS Components. In 1974, the first RS colour catalogue was produced, and in 1976, RS's sales exceeded £1 million per month. You may have noticed our time travel capsule has arrived. Are you ready to explore a new era with RS? We are now in an engineering lab from the late 20th century. In 1984, RS opened its new purpose-built distribution centre in Corby, and in 1985, the business first started selling products from other manufacturers, not just RS-branded parts. The RS catalogue was an essential item for every engineering lab. Before the internet, it had become the engineer's encyclopedia for designing new technologies or fixing anything. At one point, the catalogue expanded to a whole 7 volumes. The 1990s was when the digital era really started to take shape. In 1994, RS became the first in the industry to introduce a CD-ROM version of its catalogue. RS began expansion into Europe in 1990, with acquisitions in France and Austria, and by the end of the decade, operations have been set up all across Europe and Asia, with Allied Electronics in North America being acquired in 1999. The new millennium heralded the dot-com bubble as the internet multiplied exponentially. This is when my great-grandparents were born. Oh, how time flies. In 2007, RS launched its mobile website, and in 2008, the RS YouTube channel launched. In 2010, DesignSpark launched, the RS community for engineers, offering the first free-to-access professional CAD design tools. In 2011, the global annual revenue of Electro Components exceeds £1 billion, as RS launches a new e-commerce website. In 2012, the industry's first mobile app, My Local RS, launches, and RS becomes the global manufacturing partner for Raspberry Pi. In 2013, RS enhances online customer support by rolling out live chat around the globe. Also in 2013, RS exceeds 50% of its business revenue through e-commerce sales. In 2016, the RS own label range is rebranded and revitalized with the introduction of RS Pro. In fact, it may interest you to know, my hardware consists entirely of RS Pro components. Also in 2016, RS's innovation truck, Titan, takes to the UK roads, delivering technical innovation and inspiration for our young engineers of the future. And in 2017, RS moved into its new London headquarters at Pancras Square. Are you ready to explore a new era with RS? Welcome aboard the Space Lab. We are in the 2020s. Let's take a look at how RS is helping engineers to innovate our future. My sensors indicate there is a broken drive. The Space Lab has self-diagnosed the problem and automatically ordered 3D blueprint files from RS. It may help if we print the drive now. Congratulations! Your journey through history with RS is now complete. Farewell, time traveller.